Hello people, this is Moffatt from Kharischangeworks. Guys, hope that you are well. I'm going to read you a little quote and let's talk about this. And it's quite interesting, particularly when it comes down to relationships and the motive of that particular relationship. So let's have a read and see what it says. Relationships work when two people have the same intention to grow together. So when two people have the same intention to grow together, that is when relationships work. Now, relationships are supposed to be two people walking hand in hand down the same road, experiencing the same joys and tribulations, the hard times, the fun times. And as a team, deal with these things that is synonymous with the culture of that relationship. That's ideal. Now here comes the problem. You see, when one person decides on this pathway, they're going to decide to go their own way. All of a sudden, they're not walking down the same path anymore. They're not seeing the same sights. They're not experiencing the same things. Now it is as if one person deals with their things, their way, in accordance with the culture of the relationship, but it doesn't work because now that person's unbalanced. The other person who's still remaining steadfast on the path of the relationship as it was, that person now also is a singleton in many ways because they now unbalanced. You see, they will try and do things according to the culture of the relationship, but it's no longer a dual matter. It's a single matter. And whilst they may still speak the language of the relationship, the heart's not in there, the mind's not in there, the intention is now separate. You can go your way, I will go my way. And then there are so many people who are in these kind of relationships that wonder why there are so many problems, why there's so much strife. The solution of it is simple. One party has decided to divert somewhere else. They've lost the heart and soul of the relationship. They've decided that they are now more important than the relationship. And it is a sad thing. So therefore, it might still work in terms of language and outside behavior from what people see from the outside and they look inwards, that they might see that it still works. But now all of a sudden, when the diversion takes place, the relationship loses its depth, it loses its purpose. You might even say, because of the diversion, it's lost direction too. Its destiny has now changed. If we were to go a little bit metaphoric in our description here. So here's the thing. Both parties need to agree, whether it is a verbal statement at the beginning of the relationship or maybe it is just a heartfelt unspoken rule, that we're going to walk this road together. You have your input, I have my input, and together we're walking together as a team. Again, like I say, it's ideal. Now, I've been in a relationship where it was initially a dual way. It was like both of us were walking down the same path. And then all of a sudden, the function of relationships started to deviate. And then all of a sudden, what I found was, direction was now, instead of aiming at a specific destination, I found myself darting around looking for solutions to try and get the relationship back on track. But when you've got an obstinate person who deliberately does what is in their now newfound purpose, this diversion, you might as well end the relationship there and then. It will save you years of heartache. I know what I'm talking about right here. But it is the intention of the relationship that is what this little saying is all about. What is the intention? If the intention is anything other than making the relationship work and grow. Now, I speak to Lara quite frequently about people as individuals and couples, that both parties grow individually when they are a functioning couple, but the culture of the couple also grows. That way you are in harmony, you are in balance, because one will balance the other one out. That's healthy. It's a sad thing in my eyes, for what it's worth, of course, when one person decides that they are no longer going to play the relationship game by focusing on the original destination, the original purpose, sticking to the original culture, that function as a couple, who you are in society, in your family, and so on. Once that gets diverted, it is like a vase that's been broken, and then you've got to sit there with blinking super glue and trying to piece things together. It doesn't quite hold the water the same way. So what I'm saying to you today is, when you find out that you have a counter spouse, a counter partner, a counter whatever you refer your other half to be, and they are going anti the original destination, the original pathway, then their intention is to halt the growth of the relationship. Their intention becomes they halt you as an individual. It is as if you now become second class or non-worthy or unlovable or whatever other little labels you'd like to add. It is a sad thing. But when you've got a nice relationship where things are functioning as they should, then it's a worthwhile thing. So I'm going to encourage you today that should you be in a relationship where you find one person is going the other way, even if it's just at the beginning, spend time to try and get them back. Once it's like this for, say, 6 months or so, pack it in. Or you need some serious help. Don't be fooled by the superficial, the outside, what people see when they look at you in the town or wherever you are. That is no criteria for a functioning relationship. It is what happens here in your heart. It's what happens behind closed doors. That's the acid test of a relationship. Work hard on relationships. My friend, listen, it is the only thing that is worthwhile, that will take you from wherever you are to your deathbed and will make you smile. If you've got good ones, but will also make you cringe in the event that you don't. So work hard on your relationships. Work hard on your friendships. Because that's the only real thing that you can rely on for pleasant memories when you sit and think about it. That's all I want to say. I hope this little video has encouraged you and motivated you and maybe helped you to look inside. If it has, please let us know in the comments. Please do all the YouTube admin, the old like, the old thumbs up and the sharing and the subscribing. And please tell all your friends and family about the channel. As you know, it's full of real life experiences. For now, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks. I'll speak to you soon.